Hello and welcome to VFX and Chill. I am one of your hosts, Hashi. Here with me, as always, we have Michael Zalewski, who is our
Hello.
living knowledge base. And then over just one, Seth Worley. Seth has come down with something this week, but he is
He's a little
able.
under the weather, under the
Yes,
weather, for the weather.
we're trying to get him, some, a swift recovery
Fluids,
going. But
lots of fluids.
a lot of trouble with your mic there, Seth. Let me see if. Yeah, no, I can't.
Can't hear him
I,
at
I
all.
can't. I can't make that out. Okay, yeah,
It's okay.
Seth, I'm gonna mute you. All right. Well, we're gonna have to mute him for the show, but thank you so much for showing your support. Anyway, today we are doing a very exciting exercise called Suggestion Box, where we are taking your ideas from Twitter that you submitted to me in the form of GIFs, and I'm going to attempt to recreate some of these, but with the catch that I'm going to only spend about 20 minutes on any of these. So,
So
and
everything this week is going to be like the Avatar
everything is
wrap
going to
shot.
look so good.
So good.
Excellent. All right. So, one of the first ones I saw here was a suggestion from Nick Smith, which is a classic, the amazing, I was going to say Avatar, the Abyss water tentacle, which is a really cool effect, and I like it quite a lot. So let's go ahead and
And a
jump.
very early use of CGI for visual effects.
Incredible. If I can't do something similar to this with all the tools I have at my disposal, I'll be very sad. All
Oh,
right.
you can see we do this with Dow.
All right. That's what I'm going to attempt. So let's get in here. Let me go ahead and save a new project. And I'm going to call this, it doesn't matter what I call it, Hashi Show 01. It's just important to save when you're working on anything. All right. So I'm going to start with a totally empty comp. And I actually did spend a teeny bit of time after I saw that suggestion of jumping in to ArtGrid and trying to find some, whoopsie, some interesting footage that might work for this. So let's see. I don't know how much of them I have downloaded yet. Ooh, I'm not seeing. Let me double check if where I'm saving these to. Oh, I saved them to my OBS plugins folder, like you should. All right, here we go. I'm going to now bring in all of these crazy pieces of stock footage that seemed like they could work well. So I saw this one that I kind of liked. I thought maybe I could put a water tentacle into this kind of a shot. Just an empty industrial background kind of one would be easy enough too. Industrial backgrounds. There wasn't a good selection of like underwater bases. I kind of like this one.
It's weird that there's not a lot of those for stock footage to be able to shoot in.
Yeah, I don't know why. Okay.
When you plan to start your timer? By the way, Frigby Chill
Oh
Weather
my
said
goodness, I should
if you
start
can't do it in 20 minutes, then it's not worth doing, is their mantra.
exactly. Thank you, Frickby. Wait a second. All right, before I start my timer, I am bringing in a very special guest. She's near and dear to all of our hearts. It is Sarah Richardville, my mother-in-law. Come on
Yay for
in.
mothers-in-law.
Look
Hello.
at this.
I got it.
Hello. Oh
Hello.
my gosh.
Hi.
Hi.
This is our grandma Sarah. She is our number one VFX and Chill fan. She has seen and or listened to all of our episodes, and I feel so incredibly supported. There is Seth nodding along. He's trying to recover swiftly in a
That's
Bacta
right.
tank
Ooh,
right now,
no.
but hopefully he will feel well soon. This is amazing.
This
Look at
Those
this.
her t-shirt. Look at her
we,
shirt.
we like to
Look at
have
this. We like
velociraptors.
we no joke, when we went to pick her up from the airport and she got back to the house, we were wearing the same outfit, which was this one, which we are doing
You
homage
gotta move over away
to
from
today.
your.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's how we do it here. So, Strong families are amazing. My wife made this amazing #1 fan foam finger velociraptor. So, yeah, it is tremendous. We're so happy.
That's an
Thank
amazing
you.
velociraptor.
Love you.
Oh, I'm such a fan.
Oh, so wonderful. The family that VFXs together never sees each other. We are going to start this timer. What do you say? All right,
I
let's.
say we should switch to your screen so you can see it.
Fine. Okay, we'll see if this works. I'm going to start the 20-minute timer now. Okay.
There it goes.
There it goes. I'm going to put it, maybe I'll put it up here.
Yeah,
Okay.
no one needs to see that window. Let's go.
There we go. Okay, so we've got, I grabbed this shot because it looks a little abyssy or whatever. I don't like that it's in slow motion, so I'm going to enable time remapping and then shrink it down. Let's just
Is
see.
she gonna boop him on the nose?
I think that would be only appropriate.
I'm on board.
Okay, I just guessed that it was playing at half speed. That seems about right. So now that seems more real time, and that's also a more manageable VFX shot, 4 seconds long. Let's trim this comp to window here. Let's, I think in the end, I'm going to add some magic bullet looks to, I keep on saying avatar, abyssify the color range in here. So,
Oh yeah, that should be doable. Super doable.
So let's call this, it's stock footage, which came in at 25 frames per second. Let's work at 25 frames per second, why not? We will call this the Abyss shot. 01, why not? I'm going to pre-compose this footage so it'll preserve that time remapping, and I can do a camera track on it. So let's track 3D camera tracker. In the meantime, while that's thinking, let's add a new solid in here, and we'll add trap code DAO. All right, so DAO right now is, by default, uses a path generator. And DAO, if you've not used it, is basically an abstract shape generation kind of tool. And it's really great for stuff like what I'm going to try now, I think. So instead of generating path, I'm going to uncheck that. And then I'm going to draw my own shape on this solid. So I'm going to draw, look at that. It's a beautiful little shape like this. All right, let's hide that for a second because I think our camera track completed in the background. And no reason this shouldn't have worked flawlessly, which it did, which is great. So let's select a whole bunch of abstract points, maybe some abstract points here. Nope, I guess I got to manually select a few. I want something kind of planar in this direction so I just know what the world shape roughly is. All right. And Michael, if you could keep an eye on any comments or questions as I go. We are trying to recreate effects stupidly quickly. So let's create a solid in camera. I'm going to call this one my wall and kind of realign it a little bit more with the perspective of the shot. This is a little trick that I like to do. So I've realigned it so it looks more like a sign in here or whatever. But because I've named it wall, I can use my amazing normalized track script, which is a free script available from us if you watch our 3D normalization tutorial. I'm just going to click on that. And what that will do is it's going to turn this 3D spot into the center of my composition, which is really cool. So that means if I added anything like, test spelled like that, like twist, if I made it a 3D layer, it will align itself with this plane instead of being in some different spot. So anyway, I don't need this wall actually. I just want to go back to my DAO layer, which let's name DAO. I've created a 3D bin just in case anyone was curious. I've created a 3D bin. So now that we've run DAO, what's cool is that it reacts to the camera. So I know I have this little shape over here, but it's actually appearing in 3D space based on that spot over here. So under my offset, let's figure out a place to put it. I'm going to go to, just for starters, to World Transform, and I'm going to move the position of my shape over to here or so, and I'm going to rotate it a little bit like this. Now, I believe if I play through, you'll see that it is sitting in the 3D tracked space. And I actually would like it a little bit closer to camera, so it's more in line with them. And that's not horrible.
No, you've got a good shape. It's already in the scene. I feel confident about this.
I feel confident about this too. What do we got? We got 14:53 left on the clock.
Yes, you're good. Now, if you want to see some really interesting art made with Mir and Dao, there's an artist called Sean Capone on Instagram who does large installations, very, very artistic stuff. He has a whole series on that he made for installations on buildings and stuff that they, I should say, made in Mir and Dao. Is primarily the main tool that they use, and it's some stunning, stunning stuff. Red Giant put the link in the chat, so if you want to see some really interesting abstract art made with Mir and Dao, hop over there. But if you want to see VFX done with it, stick around. Absolutely.
All right, so I'm trying to remember if on the caps I can, let's see, what am I looking for? I increase the number of segments. So as you can see, segments is basically the number of points along that spline that it is creating. I'm going with as few as I can get away with, because that'll always be a little bit faster. And then I'm going to take a look at some, let's see, I know that there are caps being rendered on here. I'm trying to remember how I do, if I can...
Oh, how you scale along the shape?
Yeah. I know that, let's see, let me go ahead and add my fractal displacement in the meantime while I'm here. You can do two types of fractal displacement. You can do it in world space, or you can do it by segment. I'm going to try in segment space, just out of curiosity. Turn up the amplitude, and you'll start seeing I'm getting some cool, like crazy, like first of all, like look at this. Create this thing, light it, and put it in front of a background, and now you've got a crazy cool abstract background for your thing.
That's so neat.
Which is great. So anyway, I'm going to turn this up a little bit, but instead of, I should probably switch that back to world. Okay. So world there, and just like many fractal systems, you can adjust the scale and complexity. Now, here's where we're starting to see that, that really clear polygonal tessellation based on the number of segments I have. So I will turn up the number of segments both lengthwise and the number of sides being generated here. And then I'm going to scale my fractal, probably not that big even. How about here? I kind of like this. So now we've got a nice static one. It's a little bit too far back in Z space. So let's bring it up a little bit more, and let's turn the overall size down. And now what's really fun about this is, look at this. I can just grab any points of this curve. And actually, maybe I'm going to delete that curve because I roughly know what I did. But I'm going to go to my pen tool and check Roto Bezier
for the win.
Yes. So now we're just going to do 4 points. And look at that. Now the Roto Bezier is going to do a lot of that extra roundness that I want.
Yeah, it gives it a lot nice organic kind of just natural curve, which is a lot less hassle with trying to make your Bezier bends, especially if you're wanting to animate it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you want to animate it by animating nulls instead of animating the.
Wait, are you suggesting that we could use the lovely? Wait, where is it? Is it a tool?
Window. Paths to nulls script. Where is it at?
Create nulls.
Get that one
From paths. Yeah. All right,
then
so I want
path
follow nulls. Whoops.
Select your path first.
Dope.
Press M for mask, folks.
Boom.
Select the path. Select the path. Down. There.
Oh.
Now do it.
Oh,
Oh.
man, that would have messed me up. Okay. So look
Now
at
you're
this,
sending
everyone.
those notes.
Now we're cooking with gas. All right, look at this. So we've got our
Seth
beautiful...
suggests you use spheres for your segments to round out the cap, which would be a good way to do it.
That's a solid
and
idea.
David Fairchild, yes, we're doing a very cheap tricks water creature in as much as we're doing it in 20 minutes.
Thank goodness Seth can still type, even from the Bacta tank. I am happy for it. We look forward to your swift recovery, Seth.
And speaking of Seth, Seth did use Dow to recreate the Mind Flayer from Stranger Things. So if you are a fan of Stranger Things and would like to make your own Mind Flayer, the tutorial link for that is in the chat from Red Giant.
Absolutely. All right. So now
This
I
is Trapcode Dow VFX tutorial guide.
Trapcode Dow.
Yes.
I'm going to add in some, let's see. No, that twist isn't really doing it. Let's look at our fractal displacement again. We've done all this stuff, but we obviously did not add any evolution, and we need some. What do we got? Oh, we got less than 10 minutes. I should hurry this up. Let's go time times 150 to start with. Let's see if this looks like it's in the right realm. Whoop. What do we think? That's kind of abyssy speed. Maybe a little teeny tiny bit faster.
A tiny bit faster. I was thinking slower, but go ahead.
Oh,
The No Plugin created the Nulls VFX tutorial guide. That is a script that comes native with After Effects. All it does is put expressions on the path so that the position points on the path follow the position of your nulls. So you go up to Window, and there's a Create Paths from Nulls script up there. And you can make your path follow nulls. You can make nulls follow path points. Both very handy.
All right. I am now going to go to my shader, and instead of flat, I'm going to check smooth.
There we go. Yes.
And that will smooth out kind of what's going on here. And now I'm going to do some funky things using just the way this looks now. I'm going to add a new light to here, because these will react to light roughly. And I'm going to just put this light way up
Your vision
top,
is based on light. Folks.
looking down.
Wait, so is yours.
I'm going to also add a new light that's just ambient. So non-directional, just a little bit of... I'm going to make it bluish for now because I'm going to tint everything blue in a moment. All right, so...
Should you make it match the scene currently? Because since you're going to blue the whole scene,
that's a good point.
it would overblue itself.
I don't want to overblue myself. Let's see. And
7 minutes and 40 seconds.
7 minutes? Okay. We can do this. All right. We'll just make it match the scene a little bit more. I'm just bringing up the black levels inherently to sort of match a little bit more. And let's do some animation on these. Let's do real simple, folks, because we're a little bit short on time. Let's say by the end right here. Whoops. Let's move.
Oh, yes.
It's like E.T. mixed with the Abyss.
I'm so happy. We're booping him on the snoot.
And like I could use more path points if I'm being honest, but I don't really mind. So we'll go back to the beginning and we'll collapse in these points a little bit. And then hopefully as we play through, oh, whoops, I got to delete that. We should have a nice little, yeah.
Yes. Oh, it looks so good.
There we go. Here's our water tentacle. Boop. Okay. All right. So I know what you're shouting at the screens and maybe in the comments. This still doesn't really look like the thing. So we're going to work on that. All right. Settle down. Let me go to Dow. And I'm going to look at the shading real quick and just fix that up a teeny bit. So we're on smooth. Let me see. I can't remember if I can. Wait, no, I don't want that. I'm going to turn off its ambient occlusion because I think that might be what's adding a little segmentation on it. No, it's not. It looks like a really good like worm actually right now.
Definitely the worm.
Okay, so how many sides do we have? We have Let's turn up the number of segments until that becomes more solid. And let's see, I feel like it became solid around there. You want to go with a minimum value that you can still get away with it. So let's try this, and I'm just going to say that's good enough. Now,
are you planning to make it reflective inside DAO, or are you planning to just use this to drive CC glass, or what are you doing?
I am going to make it reflective inside DAO, which is a great feature right here under, for image-based lighting, I'm going to select an industrial room. Whoops, oh, that's crazy. I'm going to turn down the reflection strength, and I'm going to turn down the exposure of that environment. I'm going to turn down the diffuse. Let's see. That turned out really much brighter than I thought. Would it look fine if I didn't have the actual lights in my comp? Oh yeah, it's the lights in my comp are messing with it. I'm just turning them off. Let me turn on the spotlight and see if there was a low level that still worked. There we go. So now there are some reflections going on inside of DAO using a stock industrial room, which kind of works for this. But since we only got 4 minutes left, let's say how reflective is that? Is that not reflective enough? Too reflective?
I think it's good.
Turn up the specular a little bit more to enhance that. Let's turn down the diffuse because it's more liquidy. Make the diffuse a little bit softer. And now that I have a shape kind of like this, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to duplicate the whole DAO layer just because we're short on time. I'm going to throw all of these into Super Comp. Effect, RGVFX, Super Comp. And once I do that, I'm going to do something really fun, I hope. I'm going to hide the top one, and I'm going to take this middle one and turn it to a displacement layer. And now in here, I can use this displacement map. I'm going to turn up the amount a bunch. I'm going to turn up the soften a bunch. And now look at that wildness.
Look at it,
So
folks.
now I have a really cool displacement pattern that has a lot of like that cool water getting distorted look. Let's soften it a little bit more even, and we'll turn up, the chroma spread is there. That's great. And then I'm going to turn on this top copy, which had all of the kind of like the shape and definition here, but I'm going to use it. I'm going to try additively at first.
Yes.
There we go. So
Perfect.
now you'll see what we've got going on is there's a displacement copy of this thing and a this top copy, which I think that if I jump into the color correction and turn down its mids, maybe, yeah, there we go. And maybe increase the highlight a little bit. I'm trying to make some higher contrast between the highlight and the top there. I don't know if I'm quite...
Actually, I think you want to... Yeah, there. I was going to say you need to make it a little bit brighter or a little lower contrasty because the light going through the liquid will diffuse some. So you want the low levels up and the high levels down a little bit on that. But yeah, there you go.
Okay, so here we go. We got 1 minute left, and
Magic Build looks quick.
For that adjustment layer with some looks, please. Let's jump into our looks editor. I love that these two are thoroughly unimpressed by this sentient pseudopod. They're just like, yeah, this is the one I was telling you about. It's hanging out there.
Perfect.
Done. Chronometer. Okay, I'm going to jump into Blockbuster Cool so we have a little bit more of a variety. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I like that one.
All right, I'm going to go with Iced Wing. I'm going to pull stuff even a little bit more blue to be a little bit more abyssy. We're going to turn it up in the highlights a little bit, and
boom.
There we go. Okay, let's see if we can RAM preview it in this minute to spare. And we've got...
Nick Smith says, wow, SuperComp just sold this in like 2 clicks. Yes, and we hope that this video sells SuperComp to you.
Absolutely. SuperComp is just a great way to like start with garbage assets and look how like few things I had to do to click on to get to this tentacle, this stunning achievement of
Oh yeah, Supercomp does an amazing job of that. If you watch the tutorial that Red Giant linked a minute ago of using DAO to make the Mind Flayer, Supercomp does something similar there, where the Mind Flayer thing is like okay, but then that Supercomps it and just makes it look so much better.
Absolutely. So here we are, everyone, our recreation of oh gosh, 7 seconds left. I'm just going to say, great suggestion. Thank you so much. All right, and then time's up.
You watch it play back? You watch it play back?
Time's up. Oh yeah. Whoops, there's a weird black frame at the beginning. Dang it, you were right, Michael. The turbulence is too fast. But
there's
hey,
also another video of Supercomp taking something boring and making it great. In my presentation for the 3D Motion Show a little while back, that Red Giant also just linked in the chat.
it's just so fun, everyone. And yeah, even if you don't have it, go grab the trial of it. You can play with it and see if this would work for your workflow. Because honestly, doing that fast is so great.
Oh, it's so good.
All right. Let's before we restart this timer, let us go ahead and
save your file, Seth. Save your file.
Save the file, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's save this file.
I'm going to want to put these up on the internet later. I don't want you to accidentally lose them.
Oh, good call. Okay, so we have several other things. We have David Torno sent in.
David Torno can shout it.
We're gonna quickly review everything that everyone sent in first of all, because it's a little absurd. I'm just gonna crop this down right now because I just want to see my feed. So we've done our pseudopod. We also have let's see, Bostonese Pangman sent in this video of their cat, which at home always reminds them of Smaug, just lazing about with dangerous purpose.
Protecting ghouls.
We have another Nick Smith suggestion of the amazing the origami house from Poltergeist, which is fun. And I will quickly, just below that, I did reply, I have attempted this before. This was 10 years ago or something like that. This is using the Shatter plugin in After Effects to do
and Trapcode Shine film with
lots of Trapcode Shine. This was for an invitation for an LA Halloween party that I was throwing.
I mean, I would go.
We also have this lovely suggestion of an amazing. This is Stranger Things, yes. I've not seen the fourth season yet, but it looks like a.
Chat, can you tell us what that is?
I think it is. I'm
upside down.
I'm going that based on the please do Stranger Things posted right after this. So I'm imagining
Stranger Things. Like there's only one visual effect in that whole series.
Only the one. But all right. Let's see. Where should we start?
Well, let's talk about this one for a second, because that is an amazing VFX.
It is an amazing shot. And the reason why it's amazing is because it is after 3 ginormous tentpole flagship movies, people had really fallen in love with Transformers. And then this is the what's his name? Nike guy.
Bumblebee.
Not Chris Knight. My brain is going.
Anyway, it's the prequel.
The prequel Bumblebee, which is a great little movie. And so years and years of technology refined to the point that they really know how to do the weight and everything from Transformers. I mean, from the get-go, they were actually quite good. So this is a combination of stunning character animation, really good planning, an amazing model, a crazy rigging team, because I believe that each of these Transformers had on the order of thousands of animatable parts by the end. And so I don't even know how you broke that down as the animator trying to
Like it
mess with
switches
these
between models
systems.
at some point. Like it goes from Bumblebee to the car model, but you can't. I mean,
It's
it's
really,
stunning.
really good.
If I
So,
didn't know that the throw button didn't exist, I would super believe this is a real shot. The weight is right, the colors, everything's right. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous. The animation is insane. Seth says, "Do the Bumblebee shot, you coward."
dang it. Okay. So, Bumblebee shot.
Are you really gonna?
Let's try something. Let's try. Why not? Why be afraid of?
You're showing a lot of stuff on your screen, by the way. There we go.
All right, here we go. So let's jump to here and let's turn
Take off your
on.
crop, start the timer.
All right, oh yeah. See, this is what. No. Getting used to it. Getting used to it, folks. There it is. There's the screen. All right. Okay, and timer. Let's go. 20 minutes. Okay. Jeez, I don't even know what I'm going to do for this one. Okay, so composition. Let's get a new composition. I'm going to make this 960 by 540, you bastards. And we're going to start here. I know I need some kind of craziness from my good friend Mixamo, which luckily I have pulled up here. I'm going to go to the characters that they have, the stock ones, and see what they have in the way of the most techie looking person. Maybe just their default X or Y bot would be good.
Yeah. Let's do the Y bot. Let's make it, or the X bot. I don't know. Yeah, shoot that one right there. Perfect.
Boom. Okay, so now we're going to go to animation. Let's do a backflip. We must have one, right? Okay, what is the closest? Backflip.
That one. It's pretty good.
That seems about right, yeah?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I'm just going to go with it. Okay, let's download the...
Seth, we don't have time for your questions. 18 minutes and 45 seconds.
18 minutes. Jeez Louise. Okay. Let's save this backflip. We'll save it in the suggestion box folder in 3D stuff. All of this is not going to be great, but let's say that. Now let's go to Cinema 4D. Let's do a new project. Let's do... I'm going to look up my my asset browser. Do we happen to have a car?
Mm-hmm. Several.
Let's see. What is in the realm of this boring sedan kind of thing?
I love it.
Beautiful. Okay. So we've got that.
Which, by the way, has an amazing rig. If you ever
It's
want to animate a car.
beautifully rigged. And see this rig right
nice.
here? I'm just going to delete that. And I'm going to unlock the takes there so I can just jump into here. Why is it just why does it not want me to see all this stuff there? Whoops, I am... Unfold everything. Why are you hidden from me? Okay, I'm going to merge this project with the crazy flipping animation that I just downloaded, I think. So that would be where in our suggestion box, elements, 3D stuff, backflip. Okay.
I'm going to time out this weird Seth Worley character in the chat here in a second.
Okay, so we've got that character and we've got this car. I'm going to rescale the car to be about this big, maybe? Yeah, I'm going to say that big. Slide it forward here. And I'm going to, let me just turn it off for a second. I'm going to watch this flipping animation. Boom. Okay, see the moment where the animation is the most crouched here? And then she kind of recovers. I'm going to try to find this moment here around frame 42. I'm going to open up my dope sheet window, dope sheet. And I'm just going to say function trim after. Whoops. Select everything first, I guess. And the summary function trim after. Did that get everything? Good. Shchung. Okay, so it's going to get her to this landing pose. And from here, let's see, what am I going to do? I'm going to add a few more frames. I'm going to turn on auto keyframing for just a second and go to her rig here. And I'm going to create a slightly even crazier pose, which is, let's see, I turned it on. I turned on auto rig. I mean, auto key, right? Oops, I don't want that one. I'm going to unfold all of these. Spine 1. Great. Spine 2. I'm just going to try to somewhat straighten out the way this all looks. And then I'm going to go to the arms and give them kind of a more forward rotated spot to land in.
Are you doing this using the Mixamo rig that lets you animate on top of Mixamo animations?
You know what? I should be, but instead
because otherwise the keyframes that are already present will override what you're doing.
That's why I am deleting. That's why I did that thing. You are correct. That would have been a smarter way to do this. Ka-chunk.
For those who don't know, there's a rig set up inside Cinema 4D that lets you put your animations on top of Mixamo animations. It's a very handy little Mixamo rig thing. But again, we're doing this in 14 minutes.
It's 14 minutes left. Okay. So that means I just want some slightly Superman kind of arms or something like that. Just so there's stuff out here in the front. Okay. So, all right. And now if I go to, let me just reveal the right shoulder animation down here and kill it. Show me you in the dope sheet. I'm going to delete several keyframes back for the right shoulder so it comes out faster, and then the same thing for the left shoulder. Hardly any time to explain what I'm doing. I'm pulling up these two shoulders which I reposition and deleting the keyframes on them starting here, and so when they land, they kind of land out. All right. Fa-boom. Okay. So starting here at frame 50, which is my landing spot, let's save this project as Transformer. And let's put it in the right folder so I can find it later. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay, now I want to turn on my car again.
That's okay. Now, as far as why it's all grayed out, pull up your layers palette and see if it's got layer stuff locked in it. It does, yeah. Go down layers down, down. Oh. No, just that one. Just delete all those.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that. I learned something today.
Oh, you can do a lot of really cool stuff with layers. You can show stuff, hide stuff, lock stuff. It's great for when you're doing rigs.
All right, so there are a lot of cool groups, and a lot of these are in some great subdivision surface things. I'm moving them out of there because I actually I might bake this all, and that's going to make it really too big. Steering wheel, I'm deleting. The wheels, I'm leaving. And whoops. No, what did I do? What did I do? Where did I lose the wheel? Okay. If I pull that out, do I lose the wheel? No, I don't think so. Okay. This is going to be really, really stupid, everyone. No idea what's going to happen. But I'm going to try to make the hatchback fit sort of where this landing pose is.
I'm so excited about this. You've got 11 minutes and a half to get this done.
11 minutes?
I feel confident.
Okay, 11 minutes.
I feel confident that you're going to be able to land in the vicinity of it.
Okay.
For those who are curious about the Mixamo control rig, Red Giant has just put a link in the chat to a handy little tutorial on how to add variations on top of your Mixamo animations.
Okay, roof rails. Let's see. I'm going to delete This is a dumb idea, but I'm going to try to delete without children the whole thing. Because I want to be able to just grab anything in here. There's probably a better way to do this. Oh, ungroup objects, I guess? Okay,
Sorry.
ungroup everything.
What are you trying to do exactly?
I want it to be able to ungroup everything, so if I grab something, I can grab whole sections.
Okay.
I think I got rid of a duplication of the tires there. Whoops.
Yeah, that's probably yeah. Just
so
undo
let's
a bit.
just-
You've got 10 minutes.
There we go.
Oh, that was...
Okay. So, speaking of which, okay, these tires, you are now a child. Let me unfold all of the body. This is a terrible, terrible way to do this. You should really have, someone much more talented animate this.
What are you looking for?
What am I looking for? I'm unfolding all. Okay, here we go. This is going to be so much no fun, guys. All right, let's grab.
Seth's saying you could probably turn on multi-object and element and go to town, but I think this is going to be great.
Okay, I'm going to attach all of these tires to the right thigh. Or I guess, let me see, right leg in this case, right? Great. I'm going to attach all of the front tires to... Oh, wait, no. They're going to go to individual ones. The right two tires are going to go to the left. Oh, gosh, that's confusing. Wait, left tire, left rim. Yeah, okay. I'm going to put all the left tire stuff with the left hand.
Folks, this is why it's important to name your objects, because this stuff is a lot easier if it's named right instead of just sphere 02 cube 01 gold crap.
It does make me happy that this stuff was actually named pretty well.
Yeah.
All right.
Most of the stuff in the asset browser is like well built like this. I say most just because I haven't checked all of it out, but it's mostly always pretty good like this.
Okay, is the body of the car the whole thing?
David Fairchild, don't ask questions you know the answer to.
All right. So the premise is I'm going to the last frame of this animation, and I'm parenting all of these random body parts to pieces. So when the body is animated backwards, it's going to have all of those pieces there on it. And then when it flips, they would land exactly in place. Okay? That's the principle. That's the principle behind
so
all of
excited about
this.
this talk.
Okay, so we've got the main grill and the main
It's so good.
plastic, all this stuff. Oh gosh, the body is one whole big piece. Shoot, that's gonna mess with this. Let's put this stuff on the head. See, I promise you, if you wanted to spend just one day working on just this, you could do
You could actually get somewhere, somewhere
you could get a
decent.
pretty good job. Okay. Ch-ch-ch-ch-chink. Ch-ch-ch-ch-chink.
Oh, it's the grill. Ah.
That's ridiculous. Okay, let's look at this body bit, because that's going to really confuse me. So the body, is it really just one huge section? Okay.
Yeah, but you can go to polygons. Yeah, like that.
Oh yeah. Oops. Yeah, you're right. Polygons is better. Okay.
And just UW is select connected, and then UP
All
is
right.
split.
Oh, UP is split. Now, does that remove
No,
it from this one? No, I've got to go back
No,
and
you
delete
say
it
delete,
still, right?
yeah.
Whoops.
not that. Put your mouse over there now. You can delete.
Okay.
So Cinema 4D is mouse context dependent. So if your mouse is over the object manager, it'll delete what you have selected in the object manager. If your mouse is over the viewport, it'll delete what you have selected in the viewport. Same with the S key. If you hit S, it'll zoom to what you have selected in the viewport or what you have selected in the object manager. So if you've got a huge object manager and you're looking for where something is, but you can select it in the viewport, then you just select it in the viewport, move your mouse over to the object manager, hit S, and whoop, you're scrolled right to it.
All right.
S for scroll, folks.
I'm going to do something really stupid, which is on just this ginormous body of the car here. I am going to, come on, mouse.
6
Work with
minutes.
me here. I'm going to add keyframes on the size. And
Good.
And then right
parent
around
it-
here, I'm going to make the size of that about 0.4. They don't do this in the Transformers. They supposedly properly always work. Okay.
Hashi's
Okay.
is gonna look so good.
Okay, I'm getting rid of this. What is this piece even? Some kind of big plastic. Oh, it's probably the whole bottom here. That's just called the dark. I'm getting rid of the dark. You think darkness is your ally. Okay, okay, so the whole car mostly disappears. Oh, and it's the stupid interior pieces
5
left
minutes.
over. 5 minutes. Oh my gosh. Why? Who would do this? Whose idea
Go
was
back to
this?
object mode for easier selection of
Oh,
things.
what am I? Oh, thank you. I don't need that. I don't want that.
Don't need that. Don't need the
Need that.
windows. Who needs windows?
I'm just being Johnny Five disassembling a car right now.
Oh, that's so cool.
Okay, so now I'm going to attach these. Let's see, how much of the light is this? Okay, that's the cover. See, here's where it would have maybe helped to have left these slightly grouped. Let's see. Let's go to here and let's just select all of these objects right here. While they're easy to grab, and then they're still grabbed. I'll scroll forward and I'm going to attach these to the shoulders because they look like they could be cool shoulder things. See, right, left. Is there a center collar that I could use? I guess really that's the spine, huh? Okay, so I'll attach them to the spine here, and I'm going to set position keyframes here when they're down. And then when they get up to here, somewhere around there, I am going to look at where they ended up. They're way too high. So I'm going to move them down, move them back, so they look like they're little shoulder pads.
Nice.
So here's what I'm talking about, where if you really wanted to, you could probably kind of reassign these. They're going to have some general motion that is informed by this flip, but they're going to end up back exactly in place. See that? Okay, I may not get
3 minutes.
oh gosh. Okay, let's see, what have we got left? We're gonna just, because whatever is left is getting randomly assigned now.
It's still going to work because when it
it'll
lands,
still
everything's
kind of work.
everything's going to be where it belongs.
It
And that's
will.
what happens with Bumblebee too. Like those parts, some of those are coming from weird places.
Okay, so the trim is gonna go here with the leg. All of this stuff is gonna go with that leg. This stuff is all gonna go over here with the one of the spine joints. This stuff here, all the stuff on the rear, that's gonna go right on the butt. Where's the butt? There.
Yes.
And then what else do we have left?
Whatever that is.
Whatever that is, that gets deleted. And now, okay, now I'm going to grab, oh, I meant to set position keyframes for all of these up here, and I forgot. Position, position, position. Oh my gosh, how much time I got?
You have 2 minutes.
All right, tell me when I'm down to 1 minute.
I will.
Okay, thank you. And
The chat will count down with me.
okay, what is this? This is
That's the hood.
the hood, and where are you? Hood, 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 hood.
This robot's tough because they're from the hood.
Unfold all again.
Just make sure the dipstick ends up in the right place, says Harry Frank.
Yes. Oh, Harry.
This is fantastic. We're doing it.
Where's the
It's
hood? Where's the
happening.
hood? Object mode. Hood. Hood. There it is. Okay.
Press S.
Uh,
That's it.
wait.
It takes you
You need
right
a
to it.
keyframe there, and you need a keyframe here. I want that to look like your chest plate. And then I want... Jink. You know what, you monsters? This... I'm going to go with... This is... Oh, Gosh, this is practically right. It may not be the most well-known transformer. Maybe not the prettiest. But let's see. Now if I turn off this, turn off that. All right, so here is what we got. Let's import, I don't know. What do we got? What do we got? A sunny park. Where's a...
Sky right there.
And where's my frickin'... No scaling. Sunny park. Ugh. It's a very sunny park. How about the sunset instead?
So sorry, you have less than a
Oops.
minute left. I got distracted watching what you're doing.
Less
Got
than
like a minute left. Time's
Oh,
up.
time's up. Okay. All right. I've just got to play it back right here. Wait, let me see it. Let me angle it at least, okay?
Yes.
And there. Wait, let me angle the actual sky, right? Here we go, everybody.
Yes. Yes.
I.
Yes. You're
It's
super
not
good.
not.
Oh,
It's not horrible.
Hashi, I am so proud of you. That is fantastic. Save.
Jump-
Don't forget to save. Say
Jumblebee, is that the name of this? Oh my
Bumblebee,
god. Jumblebee. Okay. I am
Although
surprisingly
incongruous so strong is awesome. Excellent. No, I like Jumblebee. Jumblebee is great. I'm a huge fan of this.
now
Gee,
you
this
honestly
is so
could
good.
probably leave the like parts of the body turned on and then have them shrink down by the end of this.
Yeah, but no. For
But-
20 minutes, this is
Hey.
no. Turn it back off like we had it. It was great.
Oh man. I like
Put it back
this.
where you had it and save it. Folks,
Okay.
I'd like to point out, Hashi is not a Cinema 4D expert, mind you. Like, he is still just learning. And this is what he's able to do with it. So to answer the person's question about what software is good for visual effects, Cinema 4D, because you can do this and you don't even know it.
Yeah, and imagine like if I knew how to render this now, because honestly, like, it's amazing. Okay.
Hashi, this is so good. Yeah,
What are
you
we
see
at?
the body parts there, then off, and when it does a flip, and you're good.
Amazing. I still will not commit to memory that F8 is what stops and starts this thing. Okay. All right, Transformer is done. It's saved.
Transformers done. Yeah, it's save
All right.
as.
So then that means we're going back to the well again.
Don't get a
Whoops.
crop in your screen so we don't see the annoying bits of Twitter.
Let's see. And just going to open a little Twitter over here and just share only what I want. You know what? I feel like a small random break, which means, or not break, but I did not know, to be honest, what to do with a cat Smaug shot. So that is this shot, and I don't. Let's see.
They said they think the cat reminds him of Smaug, and they would like it to be made into Smaug, as I recall.
All right, so I'm just kind of watching this through real quick, just to kind of see what would be going on. Now, Smaug likes to hang out on top of a big old pile of gold, right? Is that a digital zoom, or is it the camera moving in? It's
That is a
digital zoom.
Pinch to zoom.
My
Could be sort of
favorite.
optical zoom, depending on the quality of the iPhone.
Stu just got distracted and is looking back and is like, "What? What is happening?" Okay. Let's see.
I hope you look back in
let's-
time to see the Transformer anime, because that was amazing.
Okay, yeah, let me pull open. This is where we got to a second ago, Stu, with Transformer Bot. Huh? Oh, I could even I should hide that rig. Wait, oh, everything's parented in there. How do I? No, I don't have time to go click on all this.
You just go to view. They're filtering on the top left. The filter. No, filter to the right. No, keep going. Go back. Go back. Right there. And joints is in there somewhere.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
But you need to have the body. You need to have the body visible and then disappear. Like the body parts need to disappear. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's good.
It doesn't matter. It's good. Oh, I must have at some point not set the start keyframe for the grill. Whatever. Let's reset our timer. And this is going to be something completely different. I have no idea how horrible this is going to go. So,
well, considering the shot that we all thought was impossible turned out amazing, I said, let's go.
Okay, so we've got this shot of the cat. I'm going to start it. I'm going to skip this beginning zoom in and start it here. So let's begin it here. Let's crop this down. Let's trim the comp to work area, and let's try tracking the camera just out of curiosity, because I feel like it would work.
Even with the cat's tail flicking around all over the place?
Yeah. I think, and I may be totally wrong here, I have a feeling I could matte choke and extract this cat out of here.
Oh, I think you can, yeah.
And at the worst, it would be easy pickings for Rotobrush 2 if needed, but I'm hoping not. The next thing that I know that I would like is, let me see. Seth, if you're watching, remind me where we get our fun royalty-free images. I used to use PX here a lot, but it seemed down today. And that's usually a resource for me because I don't want it to steal random stuff. I'm sure I could make piles of gold. I just don't really want to. Okay, maybe I've got to make some piles of gold. Whatever. Solving camera. Oh, it did it.
Holy cow.
Holy cow. Hopefully it's, I think
Seth
I'm going to...
Seth says you can get piles of gold on Unsplash. Probably Artlist as well, but Unsplash probably would be what you want for this, since you're tracking to the shot. G, right guy is in the water because right guy is sick. Right guy's name is Seth. Right guy is
He's in the Bacta tank. He can answer questions via text, but his voice is real gone.
And Stu says that we've all wanted
by
to
Seth Worley.
Yeah. Stu says nothing.
Slash. Okay, so I've tracked this shot. Cool. I'm gonna do the same trick as before. I'm gonna say wall. I'm gonna press normalize there, and now everything is all good. Then I'm going to go to. Let me think. There are several ways I could do this. I'm going to do this. Layer, new, solid. Let's put one in here. Let's add in, do I want to do form or particular, or do I want to do particular within form? Form within particular, I mean.
For gold?
For gold.
I would just say use form by itself, unless you're planning to make it move, because that way you're not bothered with the extraneous particular stuff.
That's a good point. And honestly, whoops. All right, I'm going to add just form. And I don't remember who sent in the cat, but if you're watching live, feel free to comment on what you imagined this would actually be. Form. Okay, so we've got
that. Other wants you to make a track cat.
A track cat. 3D model. Let's see what we've got just in the database for form when I open it up here. We've got a bunch of things. We've got a hemisphere, which is nice. We've probably got some... Ooh, we've got a meta blob. I'm a fan
the hemisphere would be good for a pile of things.
What was that?
I mean, the hemisphere would be good to make a pile of things.
I'm going to go for the meta blob because I want even more piles. Piles and piles.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, so we've got this meta blob that's it should be perfectly tracked into this scene right now. I'm going to turn down the particleness, turn down the size to 1, and I'm going to create a null that helps me link where this actually is. That way I can grab and kind of rotate it around and see if there's an angle where it sort of looks like cascading piles, is my hope. Rotate it around this way maybe. This is like those like brain teaser puzzles, right? Like if you're to like determine like, oh, the object is a fire extinguisher. No, we're popular. Anyone know what I'm talking about? I swear it's a thing. Okay. Did I confuse it? Did I make it too big? Oh, I made it way too big. And that's a lot of points. Let me go into here, and under my 3D model settings, I'm going to turn the particle density down to like 20 for a second, or 12. Now I can slowly scale up this random pile of stuff. I kind of like that it's sort of an abstracty, blobby shape, because I can maybe align it with that blanket there. Whoops. Once again, I probably should have listened to Michael and just gone with a hemisphere.
Well, because you can do multiple instances of form.
That's true.
In the same space, and you can make as many piles, as many hemispheres as you want to get the right shapes.
Dang it! I should have done that. It's too late now. We can't go back. It would be exceedingly easy to go back. All right.
Stu says you should turn down the particleness.
The particle what?
Particleness.
The particleness.
I mean, you want it to be on the surface, not on every vertex, probably.
It's true.
Faces. No, still not what you want. See, it's a problem, because then it's going to be gritty unless you tweeted the volume, which is annoying.
All right, so let's really quickly create a new composition that is about 50 by 50. All right, we're going to create some sprites in here, okay? Let's do...
Harry Frank says the meta blob is too dense and it's all Harry's fault.
I'm going to add some mirror right here. I'll turn this to full. And I'm going to go to geometry, 3D model, choose a model.
You can skip vertices in form if you need to.
Let's see, blood cell.
You can see that up.
Tube.
You want a short cylinder, right?
Did I miss just the plain cylinder?
Yeah.
Caps. Oh, yeah, I did. Great. Cylinder. Size, small, not XYZ linked. Whoops. 50 by 50 by 5. No. Oh, wrong one. By 5. There we go. And let's add a little camera in here. This is so stupid. And then I'm going to go to my repeater.
Says, the artist of Bumblebee can make any mistake look like an informed decision.
You have no idea how many of my jobs are solely based on that fact. Okay, let's translate a couple of these like that. Let's do a couple of these like this. What I'm doing is I'm creating a very, very small sprite. It's only 50 by 50 pixels, but it's going to have the appearance of...
Oh, I like it.
Look at that. See?
Look at it.
Because if I do more than one coin as my sprite, it'll have this general, chaoticness to it. So I'm going to do this, which doesn't make any sense to you, but it does to me. This is my sprite now. All right? I'm going to...
You're going to make it gold, or is this the platinum line? You are making it gold.
And I could have done this within the mirror material settings. I really just want to pick a
it.
color.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to call this coin sprite. We're going to go back to cat. We're going to throw the coin sprite down here. We're going to turn it off. Then we're going to go back to form, and we're going to say, instead of a sphere, use a sprite particle. Which sprite? I don't want to use this. I'm just going to manually grab my coin sprite. It's going to look like nothing at first, sort of, until I mess with the particle density. So let's turn up the particle density.
Oh, too many particles.
Do.
Too many particles.
Too many?
No, I don't know.
You know what? I should have... Let me leave this down at 25 for just a second and see if these were... Like, if the particles were bigger, what that looks like just off the bat.
Hills, the instant search bar that Hashi is using is called FX Console, and it is available for free from Video Copilot, and it makes calling up effects and presets easier, faster. You don't have to go move your mouse all the way across the screen to the search bar and start typing stuff, or go all the way to the menu and go through all the things you just start typing what you need. I have mine set up where I have shortcuts, so I control space and then just hit a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and get some more often used effects like fractal noise is number one, because I use fractal noise in every project multiple times usually. So command space or control space 1, or not.
What did I do?
Command space on a Mac. Anyway, whatever. Control space on Windows 1, I get fractal noise immediately. It's very handy. What did you do, Hashi?
I don't know. At some point, I guess I dragged my pile of money way down low.
You might want to use a single frame comp for the particle so it's not trying to play back the whole...
I just switched it to current time there.
Yeah, I'm still...
Now, you know what? At this point, now that we only have 8 minutes left, I am giving up on that. And I'm going to double check over here. Wait, and on... let's see if on Splash... Here we go. Oh, I forgot about their sneaky. That's not part of their collection. Unsplash. Oh, those are iStock. Coins. Here we go. How about a big old pile of pennies? That makes sense, right?
Oh, I love it. A cat would be petty enough.
That wasn't a pun, anyone.
Protect a pile of pennies.
Whoops. Pennies.
You know what would be really fun, Hashi?
What's that?
Would be to use the dynamic placement tool in Cinema 4D to just place a pile of coins dynamically. You know, if we had more time.
That would be a good way to do it. I did.
Because you say, I want 1,000 coins on them, just move them around, and they kind of smush up against a wall and bump up against things. It's one of the most fun tools they put in Cinema 4D lately.
I do love getting to play with simulations like that. I did a while ago do a Scrooge McDuck video for Action Movie Kids, in which I did try to recreate the the wave of coins using some dynamics.
Yes.
Turned out all right. I've forgotten what I'm doing at all. Where are my pennies? Where are my pennies?
But my pennies. My pennies. My pennies.
Oh, they're in the 3D stuff, but they're not really 3D.
Pennies.
I'm
on board with this cat guarding a pile of pennies. On board.
Okay, this is going to be dumb, but I'm just going to... Because I need to have something playable at the end of each of these, so I'm just throwing in this stupid flat image. Perfect. See, why do anything when you can just cheat? So I'm going to take this image and I'm going to load it up in Photoshop real quick. This is where I made my template for my mother-in-law came in. And I'm going to open up pennies. Oh gosh, we're going to run out of time so quick. Suggestion box, elements, pennies. Okay, we're going to do that dumb old trick of image adjustment or filter other offset. I'm going to offset the image by about this much and vertically offset it about that much. Oh, there's a really strong vignette there. And then I'm going to grab a clone stamp tool.
Clone stamp?
Clone stamp. I'm going to make it this kind of a shape, slightly coin shaped, with a reasonable amount of hardness there. Turn this like that. And then size down. There we go. Now I'm just going to... I've offset this texture so there's a really clear seam in the middle, but then I'm going to use my clone stamp tool to kind of do this and just kind of add roundish patterns that kind of obscure that really straight line. And hopefully the thing about using the slightly round thing is if I go through and stamp things, it'll kind of hide that seam. That's good enough. I'm just going to save it.
Do you want to try the clones, the content aware fill to see if it does better, or is because
dang! Because you got
3 minutes. Because you got 3 minutes, you just got to go.
Dang it! You know what? Content aware fill was a better idea. I even do it in my tutorials, and I forgot about it. Reload footage.
Oh, VFX Man also has similar ideas.
Ooh, what are your ideas?
No, similar. The VFX Man says content aware be better.
Yes.
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll never know. We have 3 minutes and 18 seconds.
Okay, we're going to use some CC Tyler, and we're going to turn the scale down to add crazy amounts of gold pennies in this not at all looking like a really repeating video game pattern pile here. Oh gosh, we've run out of so much time here. Let's duplicate the cat.
Just 3 minutes. You can do it.
Okay, let's do an extract. And we're going to try to extract the kitty. Here, kitty. And then, you know what I need is we're just going with Google, everyone. Cool. I want a cool scepter. Where's my search tools for usage rights? Creative. Trusting Google. Yeah, let's grab this. Let's import it. Let's throw it right here. Let's make it 3D. Let's run an extract on this too. Let's extract just that top note of white there and then add some. Oh, how much time we got? Oh gosh, it's so close. A little bit of matte choking on that. And I'm going to align this with a stupid top of this step stool. Yes. This was Michael's suggestion before the show, by the way. Do that, and then there's sort of a crown on this thing. I kind of like that. Maybe I'll put that, rotate it at some random angle over here. Okay. And then, let's see, what could we do back there? Oh gosh, 1 minute left.
50 seconds.
50 seconds.
Cats are always recommended to guard your suburban piles of loot. Yes, because then they will just kind of look with anger at anyone who comes to take their loot. Put them in the cave in 30 seconds, Hash?
I'm trying to. I am trying. Let's put this in 3D and let's put it.
20.
Oh, geez. Back here, and got to be bigger. Bigger. Where are you, cat?
6 seconds. Time's up.
Okay. Dang it. Okay.
Ram preview.
Time preview. Oh.
You're allowed.
I'm allowed. Dun, 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 dun. Ba, 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 ba.
Oh,
Lord of the Rings.
Way better than it has any right to be. That is way better than it has any right to be. I am so impressed. That worked out so well.
All right. And wow, what a journey. And honestly, if I had like 30 more seconds, here's what I would have done. I would have added an adjustment layer with some looks. And then let's jump into here, and I would grab, let's see, there are so many great ones for this. Blockbuster Warm.
I mean, super comp wouldn't hurt either. But again,
Super comp would be a great idea.
Limited time.
Going to do that.
I'm very impressed. I think you did such a good job on this.
Thank you. Catch up with me, computer. What are you doing?
Especially considering that more than half the time we spent going down the form route before you decided to go this way.
See, that's all it needs. Is it needs this little vignette. There you go. See? Amount, angle of view. What have I done? Scale that to frame size. Make the angle bigger. And then, you know what? Instead of looks, I would add, how about this? Heat wave, but like down like
yes.
10 or 12%. What that'll do is it'll put some cool like distortion and blur in front of all of this. Whoops, I set my end frame to be here for whatever reason. Okay, so yeah, there's my cheat extra minute that I would do on top of this. A little bit of heat wave, a vignette. There you go, Smaug cat. Guarding these amazing treasures. What do you think, Seth? Seth kind of raising his eyebrows, kind of nodding there. I think he gets it. All right. That was fun.
The chat is on board with this.
Whew. Okay.
I'm going to factory eyes. Yes, that would have been a nice choice. Chat.
That would have been a great choice.
Time. Hashi, if you refresh your Twitter, there have been some new suggestions coming, including
oh my goodness,
including one from Cinematographer that I quite like.
Cinematographer. Okay, let's double check here.
Yeah, it's from it's a shot from Everything Everywhere All at Once, or however that goes, where the guy turns into, his head pops off in an explosion of confetti. It's quite good.
Let's see, here we go. Oh, death by confetti.
You want to put it on our screen so we can see it? Or
that's... Oh, did I not?
You did not. Or my screen froze. One of the two. Also, my screen froze. Hang on just a second.
All good. I think I've got it up here. Check that out. Okay, so Boston Ice Spangman, thank you for your cat gif. We turn into that. And here we've got, some like coughing and exploding head situation. That looks fun. I think
I can see it. Yeah.
I think we can do this. All right. So 20 minutes, right? So let's see. What's the best way to do this? Yeah, that's right.
Or do you want to plan first, then start the timer? 'Cause I think it's fair to have a little bit of planning.
Let me see. Let me at least just figure out where I need to turn on the timer in OBS, and then we'll go with it. Let me see if I'm going to...
Harry Frank says there's an exploding head confetti preset. There is a confetti preset. So all we gotta do is take the head off.
Oh, that's perfect. I can take off a head. All right.
Oh.
I'm going to start the timer. Why not?
Go.
Okay, let's switch to this view for a second. We're gonna. I won't be able to hear you for a second, everyone.
Oh, the backlit green screen is gonna be.
That's a really professionally lit green screen right there,
the
everyone.
Spill is just gonna make this atrocious.
Flawless, not a lick of
Don't shut the
spill.
blinds behind you or anything.
It's gonna be terrible. And I'm just trying to position myself right here for a second.
Yep. Here we go.
I'm
happening.
literally recording the stream, so let's see how this
It's
goes.
gonna get our faces on it too, guys. All right, and girls, others. Oh, nice. Yes, there we go. Some stellar stunt work there from Hashimoto.
All right.
Hashi, the window being open behind you is making an amazing amount of green spill all over you. That's going to be so much,
It's gonna be so good.
fun.
Also, a great, like, really nice shirt for.
Yeah. Everything about this is going to be great.
It's gonna be great. Oh, haha! I forgot that when I switched away, my timer probably didn't keep going. Whoops! Darn it! Like, it looks like I got extra time, everyone.
I think it's fair that you start with your asset.
The spill is on me too somehow, so it's fair.
All right, we have time to get 2 visual effects shots in, so I think this one and then the Stranger Things running shot will be our show.
Okay, that sounds good. Let's try to do this real quick. Where do you get
Or the folding house. Dang it. So many good choices. Let's go.
Is it RVC? Is it captures? What the
Hey,
heck?
you're like,
Where are you? Deep? No, it's not captures. It's under. I should move my microphone back. Sorry, everybody. Blah, 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 blah. RVC recordings, videos. Split cam, not split cam.
chat is enjoying the fact that you just randomly have a green screen there to just pull down at all times.
You know, it's really essential for.
The green screen is essential. Any sort of reasonable lighting, unnecessary.
Where the hell did that go? View, show recordings. What's today? The 6/3. Okay, there we go. Good gravy. Well, finding the file took as long as filming the stupid thing. So here we are. Okay, so it's already pre-branded for us, which is great. So,
Hashi, are you planning to do any more standalone tutorials and not just do these live talk shows?
I am halfway through making a cheap tricks for all of you ungrateful people. Just kidding. I love you all. I'm making another cheap tricks that'll be, I'm hoping to share it with people maybe by, I'm not going to promise when I'm sharing it, but it's done. And pop. Okay, I'm going to put 2 timers at the moment where I want things to happen. So marker 2 is where the head explodes, and marker 1 is the cough. So we've got cough there, and then the exploding head. Oh, and I even inadvertently did a perfect leaned back just at the right angle that my that I don't have to do a whole lot of collar replacement here. I have been doing, if any of you follow me on Twitter, I've been doing an exceptional amount of stupid stuff. I'll pull up what I've been up to.
You have 17 minutes, Hashi, to get a shot.
I know. This is worth 15 seconds.
Oh, this one is good. It's the hanger challenge.
It's the hanger challenge. Like, I don't know, this is a really weird thing. If you take a hanger and you put it over your head like this, your muscles just react to start turning your head. Very dangerous, very dangerous. So don't do that at home. But where were we? Let's rename this the glitter bomb, and we'll put it up here in our comps so I can find it again later. And I'm probably not going to end up keying this. I'm just going to do it right here.
Oh, come on, we all want to
Like,
see.
You want to see me key this
With the
solid
pure
white? I'm going to press this button and it's just going to jump off of a bridge. I promise that's green screen. I promise this is me. All right. And that's just what my hair looks like everywhere. Everything everywhere all at once. Boom. Beautiful. Perfect. A perfect keying job by a perfect... Oh, I didn't even think to wear my glasses today, too.
Yeah. Well. Wait, hang on. That key shouldn't be that good. What's going on?
I was going to say,
That's
it's a pretty good key. All right?
I look away at the chat for a second, and I look back over, and it's Primat has pulled almost the perfect key.
So all you haters who said that this was not professional.
I forgot you had Primat at hand. Good heavens.
Look at that. Okay, so maybe I will key this. All right, there. Let's pre-compose this out of here. Hashi key. And then one of the easy things to do is just to jump to right around here. And let's get rid of my head. I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to jump into Rotobrush real quick. Actually, for this, I could probably just use the actual unmodified footage. What do we got? We're at 14 minutes. Not a
14
problem.
minutes and a half.
Hey, and a half. Hey, those halves count. Okay, let's... Whoopsie. Ooh, this doesn't like to display when I'm broadcasting, apparently.
Oh.
That's weird. It's like all my stuff just disappears once it's moving. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Starting here. I just want the head gone. And I'm going to tell it to grab this stuff, even though it's kind of silly. Boom. This should go pretty fast. Oh, it's thinking, it's thinking. It's multi-frame rendering. It's like thinking way ahead of it, where it is. What are you doing? I think it's going. After Effects is a little overwhelmed by what we're putting her through today.
I mean,
Slow down.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Also, pulling from an MP4 file for all of this stuff, too. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Did we do it? Did I kill it?
The stream might have died.
Oh, did the stream die, too? No, I think wait, are we good? Let us know. Let us know. Oh, no. Let me see if it's able to reconnect. Please come back. It says it's still streaming.
I've just done circles on stream.
I've got circles too. Wait. Are we back? If anyone saw us freeze and can see that we're back, let us know, because then we'll try to stay on this channel.
It looks like it's bad.
I think we're back. All right, so maybe... Oh, this is perfect. I like this. I like this frame right here.
It's a good frame.
All right, so I'm deleting that. I'm just going to do a stupid mask. Nuts, nuts, nuts. Oh, man, everything has slowed to a ridiculous crawl, and I do not know how smoothly or not we're broadcasting any of this at this point. I am going to...
They say they can hear for audio, but the video is choppy, and I can confirm that I'm not seeing much on my end either.
Well, I am going to run my quick little kill After Effects program for just a second and see if we can get ourselves back to a reasonable spot here.
Yeah, you're going again.
Yeah, are we back, everyone?
Oh yeah, it's nice and smooth.
I had started multi-frame rendering and reading additional frames in After Effects while roto brushing in the midst of all of this ridiculousness. So it wasn't a good plan to do live. So our timer is still going at 11:04. So let's jump into a new project entirely. I'm not going to review the workspace. Thank you very much. I'm going to import that video that I have, wherever it ended up. Video under... .6.3, I think it was this one. We're just starting again. Now we've got to do a 10-minute version of this. Okay, so beginning is here, cough, and then death is there. Let's trim this comp down. Let's do what we did before, where we flopped this. I know there's probably a better way to flop that instead of doing that each time. Let's auto-define the key. Let's tell this that I am me. And this is the background. So is that, and that, and that. Let's kill the spill. Okay, now we're back to a reasonable point. And let's save this as suggestion box. Hashi 2. All right, this is okay. We've got a cough here. Let's see, what does the original shot look like that I'm recreating? It's in like a boring hallway.
Right. I think he actually had confetti in his mouth.
I think that is not unreasonable. You know what? It would be cool if we could figure out how to ask them.
Hey, if anyone knows anyone who worked on the VFX for that show, we would love to chat with them, because there was only like 5 main ones, just like 7 to 9 total who worked on the VFX on that very VFX heavy movie, and we would love to chat with you. So if you worked on it or you know someone who did, get with us.
All right. What do we got? We got very few minutes here. So let's go to our suggestion box. Elements. Oh, am I saving everything to 3D stuff still? Let's just put a yes. Brilliant.
Good hallway.
There we go. Let's just do that to right around here. The quality is going to be total garbage. But again, we're working fast. Let's kill that stuff. Let's fortify this stuff.
I still can't believe that key worked. Good heavens, Primac here.
Cough. So that's that one. And then explode head 2. So Seth, if you can hear me, confirm that for sure before I announce that.
Oh, Seth confirms next week. Seth says, we are next week in the chat.
Excellent.
Not on the chat, but in one of our side chat areas.
Yeah, we are side chat. Should I open it up? Okay, good. It's off screen.
I thought you were taking a nap, Seth. You're supposed to be resting in your tank.
Mm-hmm. All right. Wait, Michael, you look up and make that announcement, and I'm going to try to finish this in 7 minutes.
So, folks, here's the announcement. We are next week. I don't know what else you want me to say.
We will be speaking to one of the VFX artists from Everywhere, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And we'll be figuring out something exciting to do with them. Not this confetti thing, because this is ridiculous. But we can confirm if there's real confetti on the mouth here.
Oh, hey, the spam bots have arrived.
Oh, welcome, spam bots.
That's fun.
All right, let's go to the designer for a particular here.
Now, so your plan is just to use like the confetti preset in here?
I think that's a good idea at this point. So let's go to explosive.
Explosives be good.
I don't remember what it might be under. Light and magic.
I mean, some of those might be good starting points too. Where is confetti? Harry Frank, where's your confetti at?
It could be under motion graphics, I guess.
Because you don't really need it for the motion, because it's kind of confetti all over, but you need it for the easy confetti sprite. It's not bounce.
You know what? Let's see. If we weren't doing it with a preset, what I would do is I would change the emitter behavior to explode. So it just explodes a bunch of particles like that. And for the particle type, I would go to sprite, and then I would click on choose sprite. And then I would find confetti of sorts.
Oh, hang on, go up a bit. Oh, you're looking for animated one?
I thought there was an animated confetti. This one?
Maybe.
Oops. I didn't mean to say add new sprite. I meant to say
Try it and see.
Boom. There you go. Look at that. Okay, so let's make this first emitter be kind of directional. We'll do maybe 600 frames per second. And I'm going to go back to this first cough moment and turn the particles to 0 right before that, and then 480 right after that. You know what? I'll change this to continuous. And just keyframe up this burst right here. Now we're going to make the direction, let's turn the velocity up. Let's make the direction directional. I'm going to add I could do this with a light probably to make it more obvious what I'm doing. Velocity is fast. The scale of these particles has got to be bigger so everyone can see them. Got 4 minutes left. No.
You can do it!
Sprite. Okay, so for the sprite controls, I want them to be colorized randomly. And I want that to come from the color randomness. And we're going to add a little bit of physics simulations. We're going to add something I guess fluid would actually be kind of nice, but I'm going to just stick with the environment settings, where I'm going to do my old classic air turbulence that affects the position.
And rotation if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll have it affect that a little bit. Let's see. Directional, let me change that to a little bit different. Let's change this to negative, probably 145. Let's try that.
While he's playing with that, if you want to find the confetti preset, oh yeah, wind down. Hold the wind down, you're perfect. You have 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
The confetti preset is under dust and debris, folks.
Dust and debris.
Confetti, dust and debris is where that confetti preset is hiding. But it's an all over the screen thing, not a quick little cough. So it's not. Okay. But it would have been a fun starting point.
So I say that's a pretty decent start. That's a lot of my air turbulence is up a little high. I'm going to turn the Y wind up a little bit, and I'm going to actually turn on a little teeny bit of gravity, so there's a hint of
gravity and the air turbulence. No, it's perfect.
I'm going to change the directional spread on the cough, so when it coughs, it goes wider. There we go.
You got 2 minutes to
and
get the head going.
Right here, another explosion. But this one, even more particles. There's a spider crawling along the top of my monitor.
I thought you were in Canada, not Australia.
Might have crawled right in front of the lens just now if there was an obscure little out of focus thingy. Okay, so now this one is going to be in a different spot. Let's, oh, how funny is that, that the position of the exploder is exactly frame center right here.
Yeah,
Like I didn't do anything.
you coughed perfectly.
Okay, but for this one, I'm going to have it move back to be kind of here. Oh my gosh, 1 minute left.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll have the, wait, did I add keyframes to this? I thought I just did. The position of the thingy should be over here before that explodes. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be a cheap fix for a second. I'm just going to take...
52 seconds.
I'm just going to do a little one of these. Subtract. And let's add a mask path. Oh gosh, 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Dare I say that was actually too many particles there. Let's go with 4,000. And let's make the velocity much more random. There we go.
I need some super comp, some color grading, and some motion blur.
Hey, I think you're right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up.
Okay, time is up. Let's RAM preview it. Oh, dang it.
Yeah, I think you can do that real quick.
Okay. And cough and boom. Okay, a little wild. Could use some more.
Let's start the Stranger Things.
Stranger Things one. Okay. Yeah. Real quick,
Or
Stranger
the Crumbly
Things
House.
one.
Which one? Stranger Things or Crumbly House?
Stranger Things.
All right.
Okay, so Stranger Things, we had, what was the reference?
Red running. Right there.
Cool. It's ridiculous. Okay, so to do this, let's start with, let's look at what footage we got. We didn't have a great selection of running people. I was a little bit disappointed. This is one of the closest, which was... This is running toward danger. Maybe she's running backwards from danger.
That works.
It's the upside down. It's the upside down and backwards.
It's fine. It's upside down and backwards. Exactly.
Okay, let's go from like there to... Okay, I'll start it right there and end it right before the turn there.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be ridiculous, everyone. But hey, what else has the show been but beginning and trim comp to work area, and let's actually pre-compose this whole thing. Oh, I got to start my timer over again. I know that we actually really only have 15 minutes this time. Where is that thing? Tools. Dude. Oh man, what is 15 minutes times this many seconds? Let's try this. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Okay, whoops, I didn't pre-compose everything. Layer, pre-compose, but move everything. And we'll call this girl. And then she's going to be like, get me out of this thing. Okay, so as far as keying her out, that'll be a very necessary step of this. So let's see, how should we go about it? I could try this and see if this crashes the computer right away, which it might.
What are you trying? to crash the computer with?
Trying to crash a computer with goodbye green screen, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. So keying mode, auto mask. Let's see what that does. Thinking, thinking, thinking. No, I'm trying to save time with this, but also I might crash everything with this. The spider has crawled onto my microphone. Are you kidding me? Go catch flies from my house. Okay, I don't trust you. Filter.
The spider being sus?
No, I trust the spider completely. I don't trust the how long that's taking After Effects to bounce back right there. So I am abandoning the unstable plugin. You had such promise. And now I gotta start back here from 2 minutes ago. Okay. So if we were to get off the foam part. Sorry, dude. It's on your face, Michael.
Well,
It's on your face. Now it's not. It was on your
you
face.
have 10 minutes and 50 seconds.
I'm so distracted. Okay, fine. Fine. Layer. Nope. I want Stranger Things. We're gonna open this layer. We're gonna, nope. Okay, so one of the things that I'm doing, and I explained this a little bit on Twitter the other day, is I'm using fewer strokes than like trying to do like one big stroke that gets all of her, because this will actually track to the body a little bit better. Because they sort of represent the segmentation version, like pieces. So I'm going to play that backwards. And now these smaller samples more easily move around.
Holy cow,
Especially because like Rotobrush is trained on a lot of human models. So this...
That's ridiculous.
Not bad at all. Seriously.
If you had more time, Hashi would be using the refined edge brush to get that hair perfect. Because Rotobrush actually does a really good job on the refined edge thing. But we have 9 minutes and a half.
Good gravy. I'm going to click freeze just so I don't mess this up a little bit later. And while I'm doing that, let's save some time by going over to our friends at Production Crate, because I think that is what's going to help me through the rest of this here.
As far as that spider goes, David Fairchild says that it might be radioactive. You should let it bite you, Hashi.
I wouldn't mind some spider powers. Okay.
I mean, at the very least, extra arms for typing would be nice.
Now, I know I have tons of these somewhere already, but I'm just... starting with fresh ones. I'm grabbing the massive dust wall and one of the dust explosions from here. And my freeze is almost done. Great. So that freeze is done, so I've got the girl relatively rotoed. I'm going to put another copy of her down here, and I'm going to go track camera. Oh, I love when this happens. It's like she's running a race with the...
Oh, it's
like
so
through
good.
the analyze ribbon.
Running in front of the banner. Yeah.
So great. Okay, 3D Tracker, you start working in the meantime. Let's see if we downloaded any of that stuff. Well, let's go to our elements. We've got 7 minutes. Okay, let's open both of these. We're letting the computer analyze in the background. We're going to put this dust wall in its own comp here. I'm going to find, let's see, it's about 10 seconds long, and it disappears. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, I don't want this to necessarily disappear. How long is my shot? Let's reset the counter. Oh, 6 seconds. So are there 6 good seconds of that? Not quite. I'm going to duplicate it and put one version under itself. So as the first one fades away, another one is fading in.
Nice.
And then same thing, another one fading in.
Yep.
Just
How you loop
offset those
particles
all.
and apparently dusty, explosion-y, poopy things.
Exactly. So let's see if our tracking worked at all. Let's go to our 3D camera tracker. Great. Okay, so let's
Solid.
grab all these floor pieces, create a solid and camera. I kind of went right to the middle of the comp, so it'll sort of be back there and forward here. Wonderful, that's all done. Let's call this the floor. Let's press our normalize track button. Let's, 6 minutes. Okay, what did I call the wall here? Let's drag that in there. Make it 3D. That should make it align this way. Oh, whoops. That's going to bother me. I forgot to rotate this 90 degrees like that. So that's disappearing into the distance. And now I'm going to press normalize track again. And now if I bring in this wall of fire stuff, it should line nicely when I make it 3D. Good. Okay, we're going to push this back in space. Some abstract distance.
Why do you got 2 layers in front of you? Like you get 2D layers mixed in there.
These down here?
You got 2D layers and 3D layers mixed in together. Craziness.
It's a little craziness. Really, all I need is the girl, which I'll call girl Roto. Or young woman. I don't mean to be reductive. And we got... I'm going to move the anchor point of the explosion down to there. So it can be on this kind of an area. Let's scale it up. Because you always run backwards from danger. Let's see what we got here. This is so stupid. It's like the Tenet Stranger Things. It's the upside down and the inside out.
Yeah, I think it needs to be further away. But you got 5 minutes.
Okay, let's make it further away. I'm going to make it a little bit more ridiculous. More here. And let's add... did I bring in the other dust explosion thingy? Hopefully I did. And we made it a 3D layer, right? Yeah, there we go. So let's find out where the bottom of that is. The bottom of that is right around here. Let's scale this down. How big is this explosion? This explosion should be behind her, maybe. See, this is one of those moments where I could easily go rewatch the shot to remind myself what it looks like.
No.
But I'm not.
No. Don't be crazy.
You're walking backwards, just barely ahead of these silly explosions. And I'm using the same one 3 times because we got limited time, folks.
Limited time.
3 minutes, 3 minutes.
Very limited time.
Okay, so let me duplicate. Maybe we'll put the wall also where the floor is. Let me see what that looks like. And just really blur it out or something. So that'll look unusual. I think you can't see the floor in theirs, so I'm actually having to do more.
Oh, yeah, you're having to do more work. Yeah.
And they did, so, you know, they took
You see the floor
easy way
behind
out.
her. Because you see stuff falling down and breaking on the floor behind her.
Oh yeah, the
Oh my
falling,
gosh.
breaking stuff.
Naked fun, go away.
Scale.
Streamer does not recommend.
Okay. I don't know what I'm doing here. This is silly.
2:45.
2 minutes. Oh gosh, I have nothing falling and landing in here. Okay, I'm just going to blur that ground there. I'm going to jump in here. I'm going to add some lights. And I'm going to, man, I really need to super comp this. That spider is right on the tip of this microphone.
Yeah, super comping.
Okay, so what have we got here? So far we've got kind of, let's see, 2 minutes. Boom, boom. Yes, this really just needs super comp. Production crate, do you have anything crazy crashes, maybe? Because I would do this in I would do this in cinema, but I don't got the time.
Explosions. There's explosions.
Hey, there's a...
Oh, there you go. Oh,
There
right
we
into
go.
camera. Probably not into camera.
I have an idea of what I'll do with that. Basically, I just need that JJ app from a while ago.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Missiles. Okay. Let's see. What do we got?
You got a
Helicopter
minute, 20
crash.
seconds.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Where is this helicopter going to be? It's going to be here. Oops. No, I've got to put this on the ground, and then I've got to use the anchor point to move it up so that crash point is in sync with that. And it should start earlier, maybe. She's running backward. And then this thing falls from the sky and hits the ground there, and then there's an explosion, and that'll hide it, was my hope. Doesn't quite work, but it almost does. So I'm going to key that out. And, oh man, 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
I don't have any time to do this right. Okay, here's what we're going to do. There's not enough time for super comping, so I'm going to jump way on top, do CC toner to some weird reddish thing, and the spider's on my neck. And why do we ramp up the pressure so much on ourselves, Michael?
I don't know. Time is up.
Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to duplicate my adjustment layer, and I'm going to do a fast box blur. I'm going to crank that way up, and then I'm going to turn its opacity down. Okay?
Fine with me.
And then I'm going to, I don't know, CC vignette it. This would have been amazing in Super Comp. I feel so bad for not getting there. So here's what we got.
But time's up. We've got.
Time's up. I'm going to play it.
Something.
And yeah, we're right at the end of the running backwards out of. I'm so disappointed in myself for this one.
I don't think you should be, considering if you had 20 minutes and no assets. It's amazing. Folks
one
in the
day.
chat,
One day.
What do you agree that this is like, for 20 minutes, this is fine? Like.
It's
okay.
like our layout is all right, you know? We got... Okay, go ahead. Catch up.
I gotcha. Hey, it works.
It works. It's doing a thing. Seth is nodding. Seth agrees.
Water tank Seth agrees.
There we go. It's like a mix between that 1917 shot and the Stranger Things shot. All right? Okay.
Again, for 20 minutes and no assets, this is impressive.
This was fun, everyone. Thank you very, very much for your suggestions, for participating. I'm going to try to put together a little like before after of the GIFs that you sent in with our results so you can see them all after this. So, what is Super Comp? I'm glad you asked, because Super Comp is an amazing compositing tool, part of the VFX suite. It's a Red Giant tool, but available through Maxon. And yeah, basically it is just a very...
It makes it a lot quicker and easier to do stuff like light wraps that are very tricky to do in After Effects. Like you could light wrap one layer to another layer pretty easily. It just requires an annoying amount of pre-comping. But then when you have like two layers that need to be composited onto a background, or 3 or 4 or 5 layers in your composite, then it becomes really annoying to get correct light wrap properly. Well, SuperComp does correct light wrap and haze and color integration and so many things, especially if you're working with fire explosions and getting that the core doesn't quite look fiery enough. It's got presets for that. It's got all kinds of stuff. If you're compositing at all in After Effects instead of using Fusion or Nuke, then SuperComp basically gives you that nodal compositing power, but inside After Effects. Red Giant just put a link to it in the chat, to a video about it. The video might start off a little slow, but it really goes into like some of the deep thinking behind how to composite. So it actually gives you some good tips even if you're not using SuperComp. But it's funny, it's informative, and it'll blow your mind if you've ever done compositing in After Effects and the right way. And you're like, holy cow, this is annoying. SuperComp will blow your mind. Watch that video.
Really is. Do that, everyone. And again, thank you so much for coming by the show. Please, if you enjoyed Everything Everywhere All at Once, come join us next week where we'll be discussing the visual effects from that with one of the artists, crossing fingers. And otherwise, please have a very pleasant weekend and say hello to your mothers-in-laws or just your moms in general, you know. With Father's Day right around the corner, don't forget about them. Have a good one, everybody.